Mein Name ist Kevin Johnny Dussy, ich bin Dirigent der Produktion Peter Grimes hier am Konzerttheater Bern. I basically just love orchestras, and when I was younger, it must have been around 13 or 14 years old, that was the first time I actually played in an orchestra myself. I was at that time a timpanist, and for me, my love for the orchestra started exactly at that time. And then later, for me, it was a great development actually to change sides. I was sitting at the very back of the orchestra playing the timpani. Now I'm in front, and in between there's this great energy and this great mass of musicians and knowledge and power and emotion, which is so nice to control as a conductor. I think what has changed a lot in our generation is that the role of the conductor should be someone that is more leading the discussion. He's the one, or he or she is the one that leads the discussion. And we work with really well-trained, fine orchestra musicians. They have a rich background. It would be stupid to not use all those knowledge for our own interpretation. And I see myself, my role as a conductor, as someone who brings all this together. Peter Grimes is very much about the individual against a group. It's the individual against society. What is the role of the individual in society? So it's also an opera about proximity or distance. And by bringing this to an enormous hall, we can actually use the distance of the stage, which is up to 50 meters, to really make a storyline out of that. What we do here is, I think, really leading a new way of interpreting classical repertoire, and I would be very thrilled if we could repeat in a way or do different operas also in venues like the Reithalle. This is now almost 10 years ago when I started, and I know exactly like how the feeling was to go into the pit and conduct Fidelio for the first time. For me, music theater has been a very, very important part of my conducting career, and I think it's also a great, great way to learn to breathe with singers, to phrase in a way that's actually the essence also of music making, I think. And by doing this more and more, also the symphonic repertoire became much more important. This is also where I come from, where my love for conducting opera started. I was impressed by the symphony orchestra, and I'm very glad that I will start as the new chief conductor of the Munich Symphony Orchestra.